Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again inside the Spurlock Center on the campus of Franklin College for tonight's women's basketball home opener as your Franklin College Grizzlies take on the 1-0 Olivet Comets. My name is Brandon Bargan. Once again, welcome to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. Your Grizzlies last season in the COVID-shortened season went 7-5 and lost in the first round of the HCAC tournament to Mount St. Joe. This season, however, the team is selected to finish fourth in the preseason coaching polls. And the last time these two teams met was on November 27, 2019, here inside the Spurlock Center, where the Grizzlies defeated the Comets 66-46. Now into some facts about the Grizzlies this year. 3 HCAC players to watch are on this team this year. Senior Destiny Cross and juniors Jessica Nix and Bailey Torrance. Cross is returning as the team's leading scorer from a year ago, averaging 12.8 points per game and shooting 56.1% while also averaging 4.8 rebounds a game. She was named second team All-HCAC for the first time in her career, as the last time she was named to the team, she was an honorable mention. Nix ended last season as the team's leading rebounder with 7.8 rebounds per game and its top playmaker with 3.3 assists per game. She also contributed 7 points per game in all of Franklin's 12 games she played as a starter. Meanwhile, Bailey Torrance had a 9.8 points per game average, shooting at a clip of 40.2% from the field, recording 6 double-digit point games. The Whiteland, Indiana native also had a 4 rebounds per game and appeared in all 12 games as a reserve, which she's also doing tonight as she's coming off a knee surgery that happened in May. Meanwhile, for the visiting 1-0 Comets, they're coming into the Spurlock Center tonight already 1-0 after beating HCAC rival Earlham in a close game 84-81. Junior Brianna Alexander led the team with 25 points, 4 assists, and 8 steals. Meanwhile, sophomore Zoe Zartarga, whose late rebound led to the game-winning free throws, posted her first double-double of the season with 22 points and 16 rebounds. Also in the game against Earlham, junior Julia Deckard scored 13 points and grabbed 8 rebounds, while junior Rachel Schwartz tallied 9 points and 6 rebounds. That was also the first game of Olivet's new head coach, Peter Sabiti, coming off with that win. Now on to the keys of the game for Franklin. Key number 1, set the tone on defense. Last year, the Grizzlies had 102 steals, 41 blocks, and 245 turnovers with a turnover rating of 20.4 a game, a steal rating of 8.5%, 8.5 steals a game, and had 3.4 blocks per game. So the Grizzlies will be looking inside to Nix and Cross to be setting up that defense. But that also comes in a twofold, as the two-headed monster will go from defense to offense, as the second key is to look to pound the ball on the inside. Last year, Franklin scored 754 points, scoring 62.8 points a game. Most of those points came inside the paint, as they were 269 for 681 on field goals with a percentage of 39.5%. Less so than that was on the outside of the perimeter. They were 43 for 185 with a 3-point field goal percentage of 23.2 and only made 3.6 free three-pointers per game. They also last season went 173 for 254 on free throws, scoring 68.1% and made 14.4 free throws a game. So, again, that'll also come down to Nix, Cross, and Torrance to be a three-headed monster on defense and offense for the Grizzlies. Now on to the starting lineups. First up for Coach Sabiti's Olivet Comets. At guard will be the 5'4" junior from Muscatine, Michigan, number 10, Brianna Alexander. At the 2 guard will be the 5'9" junior from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, number 13, Julia Decker. And the 3rd guard for the Comets tonight will be the 5'8" freshman from New Boston, number 30, Courtney Bayless. And 2 forwards tonight for the Comets, the first one being the 5'11" sophomore from Livingston, Michigan, number 21, Zoe Zartarga. And the other forward will be the 6-foot junior from Battle Creek, Michigan, number 25, Rachel Schwartz. Now on to Coach Janet Hagen-Joseph's squad. Franklin running 3 guards and 2 forwards. The first guard will be the 5'5" junior from Whiteland, Indiana, number 3, Libby Baker. Next to her will be the 5'11" freshman from Avon, number 23, Sarah O'Day. And complementing them as the 3rd guard will be the 5'4" freshman from Austin, Indiana, number 31, Misty Kimberlin. And at forwards will be the 6'2 senior from Lafayette, Indiana, number 15, Destiny Cross, and the 5'10 senior from Martinsville, number 20, Jessica Nix. We will be getting underway here in about 5 minutes and 11 seconds, so we will take a break before we go into the national anthem and lineups here at the Spurlock Center. You're getting ready to, this is pregame, getting ready to watch your Franklin College Grizzlies take on the 1-0 Olivet Comets here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. And welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. Clock's winding down as the coaches give their final instructions to their teams. And we will be getting ready for the national anthem as well as starting lineups. So we will go to the in-house PA announcer. We'll be back after the national anthem and starting lineups. You're watching once again Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. It's the Olivet Comets taking on your Franklin College Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spurlock Center on the campus of Franklin College for tonight's women's basketball home opener between the Olivet Comets and your Franklin College Grizzlies. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
PA announcer Matt with the starting lineups and national anthem for tonight's game. There's a change to the lineups from what we had originally for the pregame. Instead of Misty Kimberlin making her first start as a Grizzly, it will be the junior from Whiteland, Indiana, number 30, Bailey Torrance. So on the court once again for the Grizzlies, we have Baker, O'Day, Torrance, Cross, and Nix. Meanwhile, for the Comets, it's Alexander, Decker, Ballas, Zartarga, and Schwartz. As the official blows his whistle, we're about to get this 2021-2022 women's basketball season underway. It's Cross versus Schwartz, and Schwartz with a tip-off, immediately getting it over to Decker, who draws a foul automatically on Nix. And And that will lead the Comets to their first free throws of the night. That will be taken by Julia Decker. And that'll be Nix's first foul, team's first of this first quarter. Decker makes her first one, making a 1-0 lead for the Comets with 9:57 left to go in the first quarter. Decker lines up for a second shot, takes it, and makes that as well, making a perfect trip to the line for Decker. Now Baker, after taking the inbound from Torrance, will come across midcourt. First time to see this Grizzlies offense in action. She'll go over to O'Day, over to Torrance. Torrance down the outside, looking for options. Has inside two. Cross drives in, shoots, does not get the foul. It will be blocked there by Schwartz, but it's taken in there. This will tie the game back up at 2 as we're back in the action here. Alexander goes over to the far side to Schwartz. Pressure to Zartarga. She'll take the shot and will draw the foul, as that'll be Torrance's first foul of the game. Torrance's first, team's second, and that will send Zartarga to the line for the Comets. They'll send Decker to the line. That'll be her second trip now for the Comets. She makes another one there. That makes her 3 for 3 now at the line. Make that 4 for 4 now for Decker, as she has now contributed all 4 points for the Comets in this first quarter. Off trips to the line. Nix with it now on the right side. She'll go back over to Baker, who goes inside to O'Day. If taken out of bounds, it will stay Grizzly ball. Torrance, Nix to inbound it for the Grizzlies. Nix looking for options. She will go over to O'Day. O'Day back to Nix, inside to Torrance. Torrance drives, shoots, blocked there by Schwartz, and be taken over by the Comets. Alexander loses it there on the steal, and it looks like it was O'Day driving it for the layup, and she scores that one, tying it back up at 4. First points there for Sarah O'Day, and her first in her Grizzly uniform. Alexander now goes to the far side to Schwartz. Back over to Alexander. Save the offense for the Comets. Alexander thinks about it, goes right, now goes left. Being guarded by Baker. And will draw the foul there on Baker as she goes down hard. Baker picking up her first foul of the game, team's third, as the Comets will now inbound it on the far side. Inbound now over to Zartarga. Zartarga drives in, jumps once, won't miss it there. And it will be a foul, as that will be called on Zartarga. It'll be her first, team's first. Torrance inbounds to Baker. Baker now across midcourt. She'll go to O'Day. O'Day on the right side goes inside to Nix. Nix guarded by 2, gets through both. Back to O'Day. O'Day drives and goes to Baker. Now to Cross. Cross thinks about the jumper 2. She'll take it. Goes off the rim. Rebounded there by Zartarga. Zartarga now over to Alexander as they'll go back on the fast break. Alexander, right side. Now goes left. Shoots. And she'll make the end 1. And she'll also draw a foul there, as the foul will go against Baker, her second, team's 4th. And that will send Brianna Alexander to the line to shoot the end 1 attempt. Now we have a sub checking in for the Grizzlies. It will be the 5'4" freshman from Bedford, Indiana, number 10, Jenna Loden. She comes in for Baker. Another sub getting ready to come on for the Grizzlies as well. It will be the 5'8" freshman from Indianapolis, number 32, Maddie Barnes. Coming in for Nix. The Speedway High School graduate making her first appearance now in a Grizzly uniform, as well as the Bedford North Thorns graduate Loden. Loden will go over to Barnes. Back to Loden. Loden over inside O'Day. Tries to go to Torrance, loses it, and it will go out, and it'll stay in possession of the Grizzlies as Schwartz was the last to touch it. Loden to inbound it for Franklin. Loden looking for options. She'll go over the far side for three. That was Barnes for her first attempt, but it's rebounded there by Loden. Now she goes to O'Day outside, crossing for the jumper. And we'll go in and out, rebounded there by Barnes, and she'll make it and score the and one. That right there, fans, was Barnes' first points in the Grizzlies uniform, and it will come with an extra trip to the line to tie it up. Her first trip of the night. Now Olivet making a change. It will be Logan Kyer coming into the game for Zartarga. The 5'9" senior from Charlotte and Olivet High School making her first appearance in the game tonight. Barnes' first one tip is in there, tying it up at 7 with 7:34 left to go in the first quarter. Alexander now with the ball. She'll go across midcourt. Thought about right. Now goes left. Goes for the jumper. Off the rim. Rebounded there by Zaire. Back to Alexander for the three. Off the rim. Rebounded now by Barnes. Barnes now goes over to O'Day. O'Day thought about now goes left. Goes to Torrance. Torrance, correction, that is Cross looking for options. She'll now go inside to Torrance. And she'll make the layup there and take the lead for the Grizzlies. Alexander out the ball. Franklin on a full court. She's guarded there. Go inside. Went there to Decker, and Cross was there to block it. Rebounded there by Barnes. Barnes now over to Loden. Loden back over to Barnes. Barnes in for options. She goes right, now goes left, back to Loden. Loden on the far side to Cross for three. Off the rim. Rebounded there by Kyer. Kyer now goes to Alexander. Alexander in the fast break. And she will draw the foul. It will be O'Day picking the foul that time for Franklin. So it'll be an inbound play. Now checking in for your Grizzlies will be the 6-foot sophomore from Milan High School, number 12, Cece Baker. As well as number 4, Alicia Bellario, the 5'6" senior from St. Clair Shores. And Savannah Pavoni will come in as well for Alexander after these shots at the line. 9-8 the score right now in favor of the Grizzlies. Alexander looking to tie it up here. And she will. Sub now on it will be Pavoni. In for Alexander. Torrance inbounds to Loden. Loden now bringing the ball across mid-court. Over to Barnes. Barnes back to Loden. Inside to Cece. Barnes now drives in. Barnes over, trying to go for O'Day, but it won't get there quite in time. Pass her outstretched hands. Goes out. Olivet now takes possession. Sub-checking into the game now for Franklin. It will be the 5'7" sophomore from Baghdad, Kentucky. Number 14, Kayla Bruner. As well as the reappearance of Nix in for Torrance. Bruner came in for O'Day. Now to Pavoni. Pavoni went right, now left. Now goes back to the right. Far side over to Bellaro. Bellaro guarded by Loden. Inside. Makes the pass. That'll be an assist to Bellaro. She gets it over to Schwartz to score there, making it a 9-11 game. Nix back over to Loden. Now to Barnes. Barnes. Far side. That went to Bruner, who shoots and scores the three-pointer. Bruner's first points of the season as the Grizzlies give the Grizzlies a lead by 1, 12-11 with 5:43 to go. Inside pass, shots away, rebounded there by Kyer. Kyer gets it again. Far side now over. That was to Bellaro, but rebounded there by Nix. Nix now the fast break, goes left, goes right, goes for the shot, and gets the charge, but the basket will not count, as it will be a charge foul against Nix. Looks like Cross will be checking back into the game for the Grizzlies. And she's coming in for Nix. That was Nix's second foul of the game. Team 6th, getting close to bonus. As Olivet will now take possession with 5:27 to go. Pavoni now being guarded there by Bruner. Pavoni gets around Bruner, now to the right side. Inside. Go there to Decker. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes now to Loden. Loden back over to Barnes on the outside. Back to Loden. Loden from she goes to Bruner. Bruner for another three. Off the rim there, rebounded by Decker, as there will be a foul on Cross. That's her first foul. Teams. That'll be a timeout now, so we'll take a short break. It is 12-11 in favor of the Grizzlies with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're watching Grizzly TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And we're back on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Before the timeout, Cross committed the foul, her first, and that will send the Comets to the line. It will be Decker taking the 2 shots for the Comets. Decker's first shot away, off the rim. And now she prepares for her second. Decker sets up for the second shot. And also off the rim, rebound there by Cece, but it will go out. She couldn't quite corral it there, and will stay in possession of the Comets. Schwartz to inbound it for Olivet. But now we're having a discussion here between the officials. Pavoni now will inbound it for the Comets. Pavoni looking for options now. She'll go over to Schwartz. Schwartz goes inside, back to Pavoni. She's sold there, as is trying to go for Bruner, and it'll go out of bounds there off of Bruner's hand. And once again, Olivet to inbound. Now it'll be Kyer on the inbound. She goes for Decker. Decker drives in, tries against Baker, and Destiny Cross picks up the foul. And Torrance to check into the game for Cross. And that'll send Julia Decker to the line once again. Decker's first shot away is good, tie it up at 12 with 4:55 to go. Decker now setting up for her second free throw. Shots away, shot is good. 2 for 2 on that, trip to the line, giving the Comets a 1-point lead. Loden over to Barnes. Barnes back to Loden. Now to Bruner. Loden inside. Cece. Barnes. Or Bruner inside Torrance. Stolen there by Schwartz. And now she goes over to Kyer. Kyer now over to Pavoni. Pavoni now far side to Ballar. Ballar for the 3. Off the rim. Rebounded there by Schwartz, who won't get that one either. It's rebounded there by Bruner. Correction, Barnes. She'll now go to Loden. Loden inside for Cece. Now to Torrance. Torrance drives in, shoots, doesn't get it there. Rebounded there by Cece though. Cece drives in, shoots again. She'll make it on the second chance points. And there is Cece Bailey making her first points of the game. Now Pavoni once again with it. Coming across midcourt. Guarded there by Bruner. Gets the screen. Pavoni drives in, sets up the jumper, and she'll make it, giving the Comets back their 1-point lead. Loden now brings the ball across midcourt for the Grizzlies. Now to Barnes, back to Loden. Loden looking for options, back to Barnes. Barnes thinks about the 3, doesn't go for it. Torrance drives in, loses it, load in there to pick it up. Barnes catches it, back to Torrance. Torrance now drives and shoots, and will pick up the traveling call. And Olivet will take possession as Brianna Alexander checks back in for the comments. And Misty Kimberlin makes her first appearance for the Grizzlies, the Austin, Indiana native. In her first appearance ever in a Grizzlies uniform. Pavoni now with the ball. She'll go to the right side. Looking for Alexander. Goes back to Alexander. Alexander kind of takes a misstep there, but still fine. Alexander now goes right. Now drives left. Spins it. Loses it there. Makes it loses it. Get up her foot. And it will go to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Alexander. Alexander goes now to the right side. Jumps, shoots, and misses it. Rebounded there by Torrance. Alexander trying to get back with Torrance. Just keeps it above her head. Barnes now over to Kimberlin. Now Torrance, back to Kimberlin. Kimberlin, Barnes, now over to Bruner for three! In there, nothing but net! Bruner gives the Grizzlies a 2-point lead now with 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. Alexander now with the ball, she'll go from right side to left side. Guarded there by Kimberlin. Alexander drives in, backs out to Bullara. Bullara shoots, misses it, rebound there by Cece Bailey. Bailey now goes over to Barnes. Barnes inside, going for Kimberlin. Hit there, and it will be a foul against Alicia Bolaro. Her first, team's third, as now Courtney Ballas checks into the game for Decker. Torrance to inbound for the Grizzlies. A little confusion there on the spot to inbound from. Putting 26 seconds on the shot clock for the Grizzlies. Torrance now to inbound. She'll go over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin back over to Barnes. Barnes now with it again. She went to Bruner. Stolen there by Alexander as they're trying to go to Cece Bailey. Alexander gets around one. Right side. Goes to the far side now to Bollara. Bollara for three. In there. Giving the Comets back their 1-point lead. Kimberlin now with on the right side, looking for options. She'll go over to Bruner. Bruner far side to Barnes, who thinks about the three, goes over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin now with it. Goes back over to Barnes. Barnes, far side, Bruner. Goes all the way back over to Barnes again inside Torrance. Torrance now drives in, shoots, and scores a layup, and picks up the and one. That foul's going against Rachel Schwartz. Her first, team's fourth, as Sarah O'Day reappears to the Grizzlies, and the first appearance of the 5'6" sophomore from out of Edgewood High School, number 13, Shelby Anderson, as Torrance now lines up for her and one opportunity. As Bailey gets that ball back and scores again, making a 21-18 lead. Now on the far side, that's Ballas. Now she'll go over to Bolaro. Bolaro over to Alexander. Alexander drives in, goes through two, goes down and won't get the call that time. And Kimberlin now with it for the Grizzlies. She'll go over to O'Day. O'Day back to Kimberlin for three. Off the rim, rebound by Cece Bailey, who drives in, gets the second chance point, and scores for the Grizzlies with 1:27 left to go in the first quarter. Now, Ballas with it now. She'll go over to the left side, now goes over to Bolaro. Bolaro back to Alexander, who stays to the left side. Alexander drives in, shoots, and will score on the layup. Give you 23-20 now. 3-point lead for the Grizzlies. Kimberlin to Anderson. Back to Kimberlin, far side, now to O'Day. O'Day all the way across court to Anderson. Shelby thinks about it, drives in, goes over to Kimberlin. Now three for Shelby Anderson. Off the rim, rebounded there by, it looked like Schwartz. Now, Alexander once again with it for the Comets. She'll drive in, goes for the jumper, off the rim, rebounded there by O'Day. O'Day now goes inside for Torrance. Torrance drives in, shoots, and scores off of that attempt. As we're now close to 30 seconds left in the first quarter, 25-20. But that is Pavoni now with it on the right side. Pavoni looks for a double screen on Anderson. Pavoni inside, tip there. And it will be a foul on Cece Bailey. That'll be her first foul, as it it looks like it is Bailey Gibson's first appearance for the Grizzlies. 5'9", freshman from Sellersburg, Indiana, making her now in her first game for the Grizzlies, as well as Logan Kyer rechecking in for the Comets. Schwartz at the line for the first attempt. Will not make that one. Keeping it 25-20 with 20.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here comes her second shot. And it will roll around and goes in as it will be Gibson inbounding it to Kimberlin. Kimberlin now looking for options. She has Anderson to her left. Who she'll go to? She had O'Day to her right. Now back to Kimberlin. O'Day back to Kimberlin. Kimberlin drives in, shoots the jumper, and off the rim, rebounded there by Gibson, who shoots and scores at the buzzer, and they will count it, making it 27-21 at the end of the first quarter. Great heads-up play there by the freshman, making her first basket and points in a Grizzly uniform. That's the end of the first quarter. Our score is Franklin 27, Olivet 21. Now on to the first into the game statistics. Franklin 11 for 22 from the field goal. Olivet 5 for 18 from three-point land. 2% for the Grizzlies, 1 for 5 for the Comets. The Comets 10 for 13 at the stripe, while the Grizzlies only on their one trip, 1 for 2. 5 turnovers for the Grizzlies, getting 2 points off of turnovers, while 1 point for the one turnover for the Comets, but they're getting 5 points off of turnovers. 16 total rebounds for the Grizzlies, 9 for the Comets. 7 of the Grizzlies, 16 on offense, 9 on defense. Meanwhile, the Comets mostly getting their rebounds on defense, 5 compared to the 4 on offense. 5 assists for the Grizzlies, 1 for the Comets. 2 blocks for Olivet, 1 for Franklin. 2 steals for the Comets, 1 for the Grizzlies. 4 fouls to 9. Franklin's bench outscoring Olivet 17-5. Also outscoring them 13-2 in second chance points and 20-8 in points in the paint. While the Comets outscoring the Grizzlies 9-2 on the fast break. So we'll take a short break here as we're getting ready for the second quarter. You're watching Grizzly TV, brought to you by the Hugh Automotive Group. It's 27-21 Franklin here inside the Spurlock Center. And as the tones of the Village People's YMCA is finally quieting down here inside the Spurlock Center, we're getting ready for a second quarter action as Franklin will take over with the ball to begin the second quarter. That will be Misty Kimberlin with the ball on the court for the Grizzlies, same as it was at the end of the first. Bailey now over to O'Day. O'Day shoots, scores that one for the Grizzlies. Ballas now on the right side, looking for options. Ballas guarded there by O'Day. Ballas on the travel as O'Day's defense was a little too tight there for Ballas to get through. Franklin inbound once again here on their own side of half court. Inside to Bailey. Bailey outside to Shelby Anderson. Shelby Anderson for 3. In there, nothing but net for Shelby Anderson. Extended Franklin lead at 33-21. Pavoni now, right side, trying to get to Ballas. Ballas now goes to the left. Over to Kyer. Kyer inside will call the travel on Kyer. And Franklin once again picking up possession off the traveling. Kimberlin, now the ball should go to Shelby Anderson. Anderson goes about right, now goes left, back. Kimberlin back to Ellerson. Inside Gibson. Gibson still with it. Now to the outside to Kimberlin. Shelby Anderson for another 3. Won't get it, but does get fouled on the play. Sending to the line for 3 shots at the line. That foul goes against Kyer as Brianna Alexander checks into the game for Courtney Ballas. And Zoe Zartarga checks in the game for, it looks like Schwartz. Shelby Anderson, her first attempt from the line. In and out, but she will get there, and it will be 1 of 3 for Anderson off this attempt. Now we're getting ready for a second shot. Anderson back to the line again. Second shot was good, and it's in there. 2 for 2 now with 1 more to go. Shelby now standing for her 3rd attempt at the stripe. That was 1, shots away, and it's good. Perfect 3 for 3 for Shelby Anderson on her trip to the line that time. Now, Pavoni now on the right side with it. Should have looked for Alexander. Now, goes right, loses there, stolen by Shelby Anderson. As on the fast break, she'll go to O'Day. O'Day drives in, backs out, goes to Shelby. Almost, this is stolen there by Bellaro. Bellaro now on the fast break for the Comets. Goes for 3. In there, another one net for Bellaro. Cut into the Grizzly lead. Now 36-24 with 8:29 to go. Anderson back over to Kimberlin. Now to O'Day. Inside for Bailey. Stolen there by Alexander. Alexander with 1 to beat. Spins around, shoots, and off the rim. But it's swept up there by Zartarga. And there will be a foul. And that will be on Zartarga. That's her 3rd. As we have a sub checking into the game, it will be the return of Schwartz for Zartarga. Now, Kimberlin with it, up court. She'll go to O'Day. O'Day inside to Gibson. Far side. She'll go back to Kimberlin to O'Day, who shoots the 3 off the rim. Rebounded there by Kyer. Kyer now with it. Looking for options as she's being guarded close to the Grizzlies. Over to Alexander. Alexander now drives to the right side. Drives in, looks, backs out. Over to Schwartz, who misses it. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, but Schwartz gets it back. Alexander goes for 3, misses it. Rebounded by Gibson. Gibson now goes over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin, O'Day. Back to Kimberlin, over to Anderson. Anderson on the left side. Now far side O'Day. O'Day drives in inside to Bailey. Loses it there. It'll be taken away by the Comets. That would be Schwartz. Schwartz now across midcourt. Correction, that is Pavoni. Pavoni across midcourt now. She's at the steal. Gets the screen from Schwartz. Pavoni looking for options. Being guarded by Bailey. Gets it over to Bellaro. Bellaro drives light. Turns left. Goes for the shot and misses. Rebounded by Pavoni. And will be rebounded there by Cece Bailey. She'll now go over to Kimberlin. Far side, O'Day. Back to Kimberlin. O'Day, wide open 3, and she makes it for the Grizzlies. 39-24, timeout, Olivet. And it will be a 30-second timeout. So we will be taking a 30-second break. It is 39-24 Franklin. With 6:49 left to go in this first half. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And we're back here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group, coming out of the timeout. 39-24 Franklin. After A Sarah O'Day 3 puts it at the scoring point. Coach Peter Sabidi having a conversation with the ref there before we start. And we're getting back underway. That's going to go to Brianna Alexander. Alexander now with the ball on the left side. She'll look for options going to her right. Alexander thinks about it, gets the screen. Gal goes to the left side. Alexander still by herself, drives in, backs up, shoots the jumper, and will make it there for the Comets. Gibson now to inbound. She'll go over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin now on the right side goes over to O'Day. O'Day back to Kimberlin. Has Bruner and has O'Day. Loses it there. Taken away by the Comets. Alexander now on the right side. Drives in. Thinks about it. Looks, shoots, and will pick up the foul as that's going to go against Bruner. That will be Bruner's first foul of the game. Team's first of the quarter. And that will send Brianna Alexander to the line. Alexander, if you weren't here for the pregame, in her last game against the Earlham Quakers, scored 25 points with 4 assists and 8 steals. She's currently sitting at 9 points in this contest. But for what she lacks in points, she does make 4 assists, as she has 2 assists so far to her name. She is leading scorer for the Comets. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies right now, leading scorer is Sarah O'Day with 8 points. 3 for 4 for the field goals, 2 for 3 from three-point land, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 foul. Back to the action now, that's Bruner. She goes far side to O'Day. O'Day back over to Bruner. Bruner almost by herself. Kimberlin now drives to the left, goes to O'Day. O'Day for the 3! Off the rim. No rebounds, goes out. It will be called Olivet ball. It said they went off the hand of Torrance, who makes her appearance back in the game off the timeout. Now, Maddie Barnes rechecking into the game for O'Day. The 5'8" freshman from Indianapolis, a Speedway grad, having a decent night so far. She's 1 for 2 from field goals, 1 for 1 free throws, but with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, with 3 points. Making a pretty decent showing right now for the Grizzlies in her first game in the white and blue. Alexander now with the ball, goes right, now it goes left, stops, jumps, and it will call for the elbow. That's being called on Kimberlin, getting the foul. That's her first, team's second. Inbound now to the far side. That went to Pavoni. She went inside to Schwartz. Schwartz picks up the foul. Will shoot for 2. That foul is going to go on Gibson. That will be her first of the game, team's third. And will send Schwartz to the line for 2. Schwartz lines up for the first shot. And she'll make the first one, now making it a 10-point lead for the Grizzlies. Schwartz to shoot her second attempt to the line. And she'll be perfect on this trip, now cutting the Grizzlies' lead, making it 9 points for the Grizzlies with 5:37 left to go in the first half. Kimberlin, left side, she'll go over to Barnes. Barnes drives back to the right side, inside, stolen there though by Pavoni. Pavoni now over to Decker. Decker loses it, stays in bounds, so Franklin will pick it up. That's Barnes picking up the steal. Barnes now over to Bruner. Now over to Torrance. Torrance shoots, blocked there, but Torrance gets a hold of it, drives in, shoots, and scores for the Grizzlies. As Alexander went down trying to get the charging foul. Alexander now with the ball. She'll go left side, guarded there by Barnes. Alexander takes the ball back outside. Now goes to the right side, drives in, loses it there for a second. Now goes over to Decker, who shoots and misses. Rebound there by Torrance. Torrance now to Kimberlin. Far side to Bruner, who shoots and off the rim. Rebounded there by Pavoni, who will get fouled by Torrance. Correction, that'll be fouled on Gibson. With sub checking in. First sub will be for Olivet. It will be the return of Logan Kyer in for Scholes. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, it will be Cece Bailey coming in for Gibson. Alexander now with the ball. 4:46 to go in the first half. 41-30 Franklin. Alexander now across half court. Then getting a screen. Now drives to the left. Goes far side over there to Pavoni, who shoots and scores that one. Making an 8-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Timeout Franklin. And it will be a 30-second timeout. Let's look at the top scorers so far for this game. First up for Franklin. Saturday once again still in the team with 8 points, but now Bailey Torrance ties it up with 8 as well, as she's 4 for 7 from field goals, 0-1 for the free throw line with 3 rebounds, 1 foul. As we also have a 3-way tie for third between Cece Bailey, Shelby Anderson, and Kayla Bruner with 6 points apiece. Cece, 3 for 3 from field goals under the paint, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Shelby Anderson, 1 for 2 in the paint, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, but 3 for 3 at the free throw line with 1 rebound. And Kayla Bruner, 2 for 4 in the paint, 2 for 4 beyond the arc, and 1 foul. Meanwhile, for the Comets, leading scorer still Breonna Alexander, 11 points now, 3 for 10 inside the paint, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, but perfect 5 for 5 from the stripe with 3 assists. Lisa Bellaro, 6 points, as well as Julia Decker with 6. Bellaro, 2 for 6 from in the paint, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. And Decker, all 4 points coming from free throws, 6 for 8. Now back to the action. That there is Bruner showing inside to Torrance. Torrance for Cece Bailey. Cece Bailey shoots, scores there for the Grizzlies. Now giving her 8. Alexander now with it. She'll call the offense. Alexander guarded by Barnes. Goes left, still left. Shoots the jumper off the rim. Rebounded there. It looked like there by Decker, but it now is rebounded to get off the shot there by Kimberlin. Kimberlin now over to Bruner. Bruner drives in. Now over to Cece Bailey. Bailey back to Kimberlin. To Torrance for 2. Torrance in and out there, but rebounded there by Bruner. Rebounded now by Bailey, and she'll get fouled there by Kyer. Now subs coming on. Alicia Bellaro now into the game for the Comets, as well as the return of Jenna Loden for the Grizzlies. Inbound now for Barnes. Over to Torrance. Torrance drives in and will get fouled there by Kyer. And will shoot for 2. Red 5 taking the foul there. Torrance now to the line. Torrance so far tonight is 0 for 1 from the stripe. As sub coming on now for the Comets, it will be Courtney Ball is now into the game for Kyer. Torrance now on her first shot. Goes in there. Now on for her second. Shots away. Shot's good. 2 for 2 at the strip to the line. Making her average now 2 for 3. It's like Decker with it, driving fast. Goes right, now left. Shoots up the behind her back. Rebound there by Cece Bailey. Bailey now goes over to Barnes. Barnes over to Bruner. Bruner back to Torrance. Torrance over to Loden. Over to Barnes for 3. And it will get stuck in the crook of the rim. And we'll have a whistle there to stop play to get the ball back down. Who's going to get it down? It might be the official. We need another ball. We need another ball to get the ball out of the rim. The shot being taken by the ref. Will he make it? And he will make it there for the officials making their first shot of the game. Cece Bailey right now on track, looking for her first double-double of the game. She has 8 points, 8 rebounds. So look for Bailey to be adding to that total as this quarter continues. Pavoni now with it across midcourt, gets the screen, now goes left side, guarded by Bailey. Pavoni now over to Bellaro, who shoots and off the rim. Rebounded there by no one. It will go out of play. It will be Franklin ball. Torrance to inbound. 2:56 to go in the first half. Torrance over to Loden. Loden now bring the ball across midcourt. Loden, left side. Looking for Barnes, but goes far side over to Bruner. Bruner back over to Barnes. Gets fouled there by Alicia Bellaro. And that will send Maddie Barnes to the line. Barnes now sets up for her first shot, and she will make that one as it goes off the back of the rim and bounces out. Barnes light up for her second shot. In the air, in there. She'll be 2 for 3 now from the line. As she went 1 for 1 before that trip, 1 for 2 on that trip. Pavoni now with it. Right side, Pavoni spins around, goes left, still driving. Shoots, stolen there by the Grizzlies. That's Torrance. She'll go to Loden. Loden now from left to right, goes to Barnes. Barnes drives in now, trying to go for Cece Bailey, loses it. Rebounded by the Comets, and a foul will be called as Bellaro and Bruner collided. Bruner will pick the foul. Team's 5th foul, and it will be a trip to the line for the Comets. Shelby Anderson checks into the game for Bruner. And Bellaro at the line for Olivet. .13-point lead for the Grizzlies right now, as Alicia Bellaro misses her first. Bellaro now sets up for her second attempt at the stripe. Makes that one, cuts now to a 12-point Grizzly lead. Torrance to Loden on the inbound. Loden across midcourt on the right side. Loden drives, now backs up. Loden looking for options. On the double team, Loden inside looking for Torrance. Torrance gets a hold of it, but she'll get fouled there by Schwartz. That's Schwartz's second foul, and will send Torrance to the line. Torrance 2 for 3 so far tonight on trips to the line. First shot's away. It will not be good as it bounces off the back of the rim. Torrance now sets up again for a second shot. 2:09 left to go in this first half. Torrance shot away, and it's good there for the Grizzlies. Back to a 13-point lead. Pavoni now with it. On the right side. Goes over to Ballas. Ballas over to Bellaro, who loses it there. Bellaro now to the left side. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Bellaro back over to Schwartz. Schwartz drives in, guarded by Cece Bailey. As we go out of play, and it'll be Franklin ball there with 1:50 to go. Torrance to inbound once again to Loden. Loden now brings the ball almost across midcourt, but she'll pass it across to Barnes. Barnes back to Loden. Inside Torrance. Torrance drives in, but she'll get called the traveling call there. Buck 38 to go in the half. Still 13-point lead for the Grizzlies. Inbound now over to Pavoni. Pavoni now coming across the right side. Looking for options. She has Schwartz and Ballas. She'll go to Schwartz. Schwartz now to Ballas. Guarded there by Barnes. Schwartz once again back to Ballas. Ballas now drives in. Slips there. Loses it. Stays in play. Now goes over there to looks like Pavoni. Pavoni shoots and off the rim. Rebound there by Schwartz. Shoots again. Off the rim once again. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes now with the ball. Drives up past midcourt. Goes over to Shelby Anderson. Shelby back to Loden. Inside Torrance. Torrance drives in, shoots off the finger roll, scores there for Franklin. 49-34, under a minute to play. Pavoni now inside, wide open. That would be Julia Decker on the wide open pass, score. Back to 13-point lead, 43 seconds to go. Barnes now with it to Torrance. Torrance to the jumper, off the rim. Rebounded there by Bellaro. Bellaro now inside going to Decker. Decker drives, shoots, and off the rim. Rebound there by Schwartz. Schwartz blocked there by Torrance, but will pick up the foul. That will send Schwartz to the line as Gibson checks into the game for Cece Bailey, who will end this first half a perfect 4 for 4 in the paint with 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 foul. Meanwhile, Sydney Doan will check into the game. The 5'10 freshman from Greencastle, Indiana, will take the place of Torrance as Schwartz lines up for her first shot. Schwartz shot's away. It's good. 12-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Schwartz sets up at the stripe once again for her second shot on this trip. Schwartz shot away, good as well. 11-point lead now. Loaded, now the ball, 26 seconds. Goes over to Barnes. Barnes holds on to it, slowing it down. Barnes on the right side. Barnes now goes left. Back over to Gibson. Gibson to Shelby Anderson. Shelby over to Doan. Doan now to Barnes. Barnes, 10 seconds. Barnes all the way looking for Shelby. Stolen there though by Pavoni. Pavoni loses it there. No foul as it goes out of play. Franklin keeps positions. Pavoni was the last one to touch it with 2.6 to go. What will Coach Hagen-Jost call up here? Gibson ready on the inbound. Olivet on the full court. Gibson looking for an option. Goes to Shelby. Shelby 2.1. Launches the ball from across midcourt. Won't be anywhere close to the goal. That's the end of the first half. Our score is Franklin 49, Olivet 38. Now on to the first half stats. Brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Franklin 18 for 37 in the field goal. 5 for 14 3-pointers. 8 for 11 on free throws. 13 turnovers, 10 points on the turnovers, 27 rebounds, with 17 of them being defensive rebounds, 10 offensive. 9 assists, 1 block, 3 steals, 15 fouls, 26 points off of the bench, 17 second chance points, 26 points in the paint, and 2 fast break points. Meanwhile, for the visiting Comets, 9 for 36 in field goals at 25%. 3 for 9 on field goal, 3-pointers, and 17 for 21 on free throws. 8 turnovers, 11 points off of the turnover, 19 total rebounds, 10 offensive, 9 defensive, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 9 steals, 10 fouls, 12 points on the bench, 4 second chance points, 12 points in the paint, and 15 fast break points. Now, on to the 3 league scores so far for each team. First up for the Grizzlies, Bailey Torrance leads the team with 13 points. She's 5 for 10 in the paint, 3 for 5 from the stripe with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Cece Bailey, perfect 4 for 4 from the paint, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Bailey looking for her first double-double of the year. Tied with her with 8 points is Sarah O'Day. She's 3 for 5 in the paint, 2 for 4 at 3-point range, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 foul. Meanwhile, for the visiting Comets, Brianna Alexander leads the team with 11 points, 3 from 11 inside the paint, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, but a perfect 5 for 5 on her trips to the line with 3 assists. Julia Decker, 8 points, 1 for 8 in the paint, 6 for 8 from the stripe, 3 rebounds. And Alyssa Valero and Rachel Schwartz both with 7 points each. Valero with 2 for 7 in the paint, 2 for 6 from beyond the arc, 1 for 2 at the line, 1 rebound, 2 fouls. Schwartz, meanwhile, 1 for 4 in the paint, 5 for 6 from the stripe, 5 rebounds, 2 fouls for 7 points. Look for Schwartz also tracking down the double-double. So once again, it is 49-38 at the end of the first half. Franklin leads in their home opener against the 1-0 Olivet Comets. We'll bring it back for second half action in 13 minutes. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hublot Automotive Group. We're back for second half action. Keys to the second half, same as the keys for the first half. Set the tone on defense and look to pound it inside on offense. A lot of the Grizzlies' points so far coming in the paint. Torrance 5 for 10, Bailey 4 for 4, O'Day 3 for 5. Not many three-point shots being taken. There's only 5 made so far in this contest. So look again for a lot of defensive stops and a lot of offensive points inside the paint. We're getting ready to go again. 30 seconds left to go on the clock on the halftime. As the team setting up. We'll see who the lineups are. It looks like for the Grizzlies it might be the same starting lineup as it was at the beginning of the game. I see Baker, Torrance, Nix, O'Day, and Cross. And that's who it will be. Meanwhile, for the Comets, Alexander, Ballas, Schwartz, Zartarga, and Pavoni. Correction, no. Decker. Alexander, Decker, Ballas, Schwartz is our target. We'll start on the court for the Comets. So here we go, getting ready to go in action again in the second half. It's 49-38 Grizzlies, and we are back underway as Baker now the ball. She'll spin to the left. Baker drives it back outside the cross for the jumper. Missed it there, rebounded by Zartarga. Zartarga still with it. Goes over to Decker. Decker inside. Jumper for Decker. Off the rim, rebounded by Cross. Cross to Nix. Nix left, now right. Now back to left, back to right. Steps back. Inside Cross, who shoots and scores for the Grizzlies. "14-point lead now. Alexander goes left. Now left side, show drop. Blocked there by Cross. Cross down to Nix. Nix has help in the form of O'Day. O'Day drives in, shoots off the rim, but it will be fouled. O'Day fouled there, it looks like, by Ballas. Team's first of the quarter. And Ballas' first. That will send O'Day to the line. O'Day sets up for the first shot. And she makes it there. Now on to her second from the line. O'Day preps here. Here comes the second offering. And she makes it well. Perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Now Alexander drives down the court. Loses their play. Keeps a hold of it. Now goes over to Zatar. Zatar shoots and scores there for the Comets. Now it's a 13-point game. Baker over to O'Day. O'Day has Nix on the right side, but goes to Torrance. Torrance to Nix. Nix thought about a 3. Inside for Torrance. Drives in, shoots, and off the rim by Nix. Still a second chance. Won't get there that time. And we have a fight for the ball. And it will be in favor of the Comets as Nix is called on the foul there. Trying to go for the jump ball instead. Sub on now for the Grizzlies. It will be Bruner making an appearance, coming in for Nix. Decker inbounds to Alexander. Alexander thought about going right now, goes left, drives in. Back outside for Schwartz. Schwartz for 3. In there. Now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead, 53-43. 8-3 to go. Baker with the ball. She goes right side to Torrance. Torrance now over to Bruner. Bruner back inside to Torrance. Torrance spins around, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded there by Zartarga, and it will be foul on Libby Baker. Team second of the quarter, Baker's third. As now it looks like Misty Kimberlin checking into the game for Baker. Coach Hagen just telling her team to move out of their own end of the court as Alexander will take it on the far left side. Alexander now goes back right, drops back left. Alexander back to the right now. Now over to Ballas. Ballas drives in back to Alexander. Alexander drives, jumps once, jumps twice, and scores there. Kimberlin now with it on the left side to Torrance. That is Bruner. Bruner back over to O'Day. Inside, Destiny Cross spins around, shoots, and scores! Back to a 10-point Grizzly lead, 7:43 to go. Alexander now with the ball. She'll slowly come past half court. Now, thinks about going right, calls over Schwartz. Drives in, loses it, and will pick up the foul. That's going to be called on O'Day. That's her second foul, team's third. Most of Alexander's points have come from the stripe in this competition. She has 13 as she sets up for the first shot. And that will break her perfect streak at the line, now going 5 for 6. She's only 4 for 13 from inside the paint and has not made anything yet outside of the paint. Alexander sets up for a second shot, and it will come in and out as Torrance rebounds and goes to O'Day. O'Day now far side, looking for Bruner as it's tipped there by Decker. Stays in possession of the Grizzlies. Kimberlin to inbound for Franklin. Kimberlin goes across on the far side. Cross has a wide open Bruner. Wide open Bruner. Now she'll go to Bruner. Bruner to the right side. Drives in, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded there by Schwartz. Now goes Alexander. Alexander drives to the right side. Now drives in, jumps once. Loses there, stolen there by Bruner. But loses it again. It will be a jump ball. And it will be in possession of the Comets. Schwartz to inbound now for Olivet. She'll go far side. Looks like to Deck. So that was to Ballas. Schwartz back to Ballas. Ballas gets a screen from Schwartz. Comes inside on Cross. But Cross is going to pick up the foul there. Correct. Cross being the foul. That will be her third as Cece Bailey remakes her appearance in this game for Franklin. Schwartz to inbound for Olivet. Inbound there to Zortarga. Sorry, inside. Shot there away by Decker. Lose it. Rebounded there by Bruner. Bruner now goes over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin drives left, drives in, shoots, and scores! 12-point lead now for Franklin. Alexander brings the ball back up half court. Now goes to the left side, drives in. No one there. Throws it up, does not make it. Rebounded there, though, by Decker. And O'Day picks up the foul. That will be her third. That will send Decker to the line as Pavoni comes in for Ballas. As Maddie Barnes now checks in the game for O'Day. Sarah O'Day, the 5'11" freshman from Avon, Indiana, also having a pretty good day herself. She's got 10 points right now as Decker scores that one. Decker shoots again, off the rim, rebounded there by no one, but it will go off the Torrance in the last second and will stay in possession of the Comets. Franklin holding an 11-point lead, almost 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Inbound now here by Schwartz. She'll go to Alexander. Guarded by, she goes inside. That was going over to Zartarga, and Bailey picks up the rebound. That's her 9th. Now, Barnes with it. She'll go far side over to Kimberlin. Back to Barnes, over to Torrance. Torrance looking for Barnes, spins. stays with it, shoots the hook shot off the rim, rebound there by no one, and it will be off of Bailey's. They're going to call a foul on Cece Bailey there, who looks in shock as she does not know what she did there to pull that foul. That's her second, team's fifth. As we'll now be shooting for two on this attempt here by Schwartz. Schwartz now setting up here for her first attempt on this trip to the line. Short shot up off the back of the rim, keeping an 11-point lead. Before that, the first half, Schwartz was 5 for 6 from the line. She'll set for a second shot, and she'll make that one, cutting into a 10-point lead now. Kimberlin with it now. She'll go left side, guard by Alexander. Guard going right, now goes left, still guard by Alexander. Kimberlin looking for options. As there's going to be a foul on red 21. That will be Zoe Zartarga. And Zartarga will now pick up her fourth foul. As now Logan Kyer coming into the game. Zartarga in foul trouble. Checking it. Inbound here by Kimberlin. Far side, she'll go over to Bruner. Bruner at the top of the key, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Far side of Torrance. Torrance fakes, drives in, shoots, rebounds her own shot, and makes the second chance basket. Back to a 12-point lead now for Franklin. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. Alexander now with the ball. She'll come across half court. Alexander goes left. Guarded there by Barnes. Drives in, shoots, and picks up the blocking foul against Kimberlin. That is Kimberlin's second foul of the game, and will send Alexander to the line for two. Kimberlin sets up here for her first shot, and it is off the back of the rim. Alexander now 5 for 7 at the line on her second chance shot here. Also off the rim, rebounded there by Kimberlin. Kimberlin now brings the ball back across half court. Over to Barnes. Barnes looking for options. Barnes drives in. Stolen there by Alexander. Alexander on the fast break now. High bouncing. There'll be a blocking foul now there against Bruner. Two shots now again for Brianna Alexander. 0 for 2 on her last trip to the line. Down 12 with 5:19 to go in the third. Shelby Anderson now preparing to come into the game for Franklin. Alexander's first shot is away, and it's good there on that time. Anderson to check into the game now. She'll come in for Bruner when the officials turn around and look at her. Now Anderson into the game for Bruner. Torrance to inbound to Kimberlin. Kimberlin now with it. Crossed half court. Kimberlin to Torrance. Torrance looking for Anderson. Torrance, right side, goes back over to Barnes. Barnes to Kimberlin. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Inside for Cece Bailey, who gets fouled there by Schwartz. That's Schwartz's third, team's second of the half, of the quarter. Kimberlin to inbound. She'll go high side to Cece Bailey. Bailey back out to Torrance. Torrance drives in over to Shelby. Almost is there. She keeps a hold of it though. Shelby looking for options. Over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin over to Barnes. Barnes, Torrance, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Drives in over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin drives in, shoots, doesn't make it there. Rebounded there by Kyer. Stolen there, the one. Shelby Anderson. Shelby Anderson drives in, missed it. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey shoots, missed it, goes down. That will be Schwartz down on the return. Cece Bailey now 10 rebounds. Alexander kicks over to Pavoni misses. Rebound there by Bailey. That'll go now over to Kimberlin. Cece Bailey in the stat book right now has 9 rebounds to go with her 8 points. Kimberlin drives in, shoots off the back of the net, rebounded by Bailey, who shoots inside, but does get fouled to send it to 2. That one right there should give Cece Bailey her. That's now 11 rebounds for Bailey, 8 points. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a media timeout here, so we'll take it with them. It is 59-49 with 4:04 left to go in the third quarter. Cece Bailey going to the line off the end of the timeout. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Once again, 59-49 Franklin inside the Spurlock Center. And we're back here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. Here we go. Outside the timeout, 59-49, Cece Bailey going to the line for Franklin. 8 points so far in the game tonight, but she has 12 rebounds officially in the stat book with 2 assists. She's 4 for 5 from inside the paint. This is her first trip to the line in this game. Bailey sets up for her first shot. Shots away. Shot's good. 9 points now for Cece Bailey. Bailey sets up for a second, shoots, and scores that one. That gives Cece Bailey the first double-double this season for Franklin College. 12 rebounds, 10 points. Alexander now drives in the right side. She drives and goes around, loses it, and it will go out of bounds. Franklin ball. Inbound now. Torrance to Kimberlin. On a full court defense. Kimberlin far side, Shelby Anderson. Shelby thought about Cece Bailey. She went to Torrance instead. Torrance loses it there. Stolen by. No, Bailey gets it back. Barnes now with it. Goes to Kimberlin. Kimberlin far side. Shelby Anderson wide open 3. Off the back of the net. Rebounded. Trip there, Bailey. But there goes the Comets Decker with it. Steps. Scores there for the Comets. Back to 10-point lead for Franklin. 3:39 to go, 61-51. Kimberlin over to Barnes. Barnes, far side, Cece Bailey. Inside, Shelby Anderson. Shelby shoots, scores! 62-51, 12-point lead. Alexander now brings the ball back across half court once again. Alexander drives, jumps, shoots. Off the rim, rebounded there by no one, and they'll say it goes off of Cece Bailey's hands. And will go now to a sub for Olivet as Lisa Bolero comes into the game in place of Julia Decker. Meanwhile, Bailey Gibson remakes her appearance in this contest for Torrance. Kyer to inbound it here for the Comets. Kyer inside to Pavoni. Back to Kyer. Kyer drives to Pavoni again. Looking for options. Far side to Bolero. Bolero shoots and off the rim. Rebounded by Cece Bailey, but they'll call it above top of the goal. And will stay in possession of Franklin. Gibson inbounding once again. 3:02 in the third. She'll go over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin back over to Gibson. Gibson now back to Kimberlin again. Kimberlin left side. Long pass to Cece Bailey. Bailey in for options. Goes over to Barnes. Barnes, Shelby Anderson. Shelby to Kimberlin. Kimberlin goes right. Backs up. Kimberlin still on the left side now. Looking for the screen from Bailey. Bailey sets the screen. 9 seconds on the shot clock. To Barnes. Barnes drives in. Over to Shelby Anderson, who shoots and scores! Nothing but net for a three-pointer! Alexander now with the ball on the left side. Tell him to slow it down. Alexander now goes over to Bolero. Bolero now back to the right side. Trying to go for Kyer. Bolero stops. Goes over to Scholes. Scholes back over to Kyer. Kyer for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Cece Bailey. Once again, but she loses it. It'll go out of play. Olivet keeps possession of the ball here with 2:09 left to go in the third. 66-51. As a 15-point lead for the Grizzlies. Kyer to inbound once again. Looking for Bolero. Bolero now on the right side. She'll go back over to Kyer. Kyer on for Alexander. Not quite there. Alexander now goes right, now left. Backs up, shoots, and off the rim, rebound by Cece Bailey. Now that shows it over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin now across half court on the left side. Looking for options. 1:50 to go. Now goes to Barnes. Barnes, right side, looking for options. Barnes drives right. Inside Shelby Anderson. Back across Cece Bailey, who shoots and scores on that one. Bailey now with 12 points in the contest. 12 points, 14 rebounds for the sophomore from Milan. Alexander loses it there. Stolen by Shelby Anderson. Anderson drives left by herself over to Gibson, who shoots. But will be called for traveling on that, and she's held up at the last second. Now, Maya Kelly changing the game for the first time, as well as the return of Courtney Ballas. Also for Franklin, Sydney Doan coming to the game for Cece Bailey, who will come out of this contest right now with 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists. Pavoni now with it. Almost also there, she'll go to Ballas. Ballas now. Right side goes to Bolero. Bolero drives right, spins left, shoots the jumper, and off the rim. Buswell score it there. Cutting it into 14-point, under a minute to go. Barnes, top of the key. She'll go inside. That was to Doan. Won't get it there in time. Rebounded by Pavoni. Pavoni, 41 seconds to go. Comes across half court. Pavoni now goes right, guarded by Anderson. Inside to Kelly. Kelly drives, almost lost there. Drives in, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded by Gibson. Gibson now with the ball. Gets ran into there by Scholes, but no foul. Will go to Barnes. Barnes down, Shelby Anderson, 19 seconds on the clock. Back to Barnes. Barnes content with holding it right here. Barnes now over to Kimberlin. 9 seconds. Kimberlin over to Shelby Anderson. Shelby steps back, shoots the three. Nothing but net for Shelby Anderson once again, and that will end the third quarter. Shelby Anderson take a bow. 3 for 6 right now, shooting 50% from beyond the arc. Joining Sarah Day and Kayla Bruner, but she now has 14 points on the game. Big story though, Cece Bailey, 14 rebounds, 12 points, giving Franklin their first double-double of the season. Going now into stats after the third. Franklin, 26 of 59 from inside the paint, 7 for 18 beyond the arc, and 12 for 15 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, for the Comets, 14-52 from inside the paint, 4 for 13 from beyond the arc, and 21 for 31 at the line. Franklin, 16 turnovers, 10 points off of turnovers, 43 total rebounds, 28 of them coming off of the defense, 15 on offense. Comets, 10 turnovers, 15 points off the turnover, 28 total rebounds, 13 offensive, 15 defenses. Franklin, 14 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 23 fouls. And for the Comets, 6 assists, 3 blocks, 10 steals, 14 fouls. Franklin's bench outscoring the Comets 40-14. 21 second chance points to Olivet's 5. Outscoring the Comets 38-20 in the paint, but the Comets outscoring Franklin 20-4 off the fast break. We now have 10 minutes to go here inside the Spurlock Center. Franklin with an 18-point lead against the Comets. It looks like Jessica Nix coming back out, as well as Destiny Cross for the Grizzlies. By the way, Kimberlin goes over to Barnes, back to Kimberlin. Back to Barnes once again. Barnes back to the top of the key. She has Shelby Anderson wide open. Kimberlin, Barnes. Back to Kimberlin. It's a little game of back and forth between Kimberlin and Barnes. Now goes to Cross. Cross inside Jessica Nix. This bounces once, shoots, and ultimately rebounds it though herself. Holds on to it, and there will be a jump ball. As Nix getting feisty in there with the ball. 2 seconds left on the shot clock with jump ball. And it will be Olivet ball off of that. 9:31 to go in the game. The Comets looking to claw back from an 18-point deficit here to start this half. Pavoni now inside to Kelly. Kelly with it. Over far side, that looks like it was Ballas. Rebounded there though by Pavoni. Now far side to Bolero. Bolero shoots in there off the backboard. 15-point lead now for Franklin. Kimberlin, left side goes to Shelby Anderson. Shelby goes back right to Barnes, back to Kimberlin. Inside to Nix. Nixon drives in, shoots, gets the charging call as well, and Nix is fired up on that and will pick up a tech as well. Jessica Nix picks up both the charging and the technical foul from the same official. Nix not happy with that charging call, picks up a tech, and that will send Alicia Bolero to the line. Torrance and O'Day checking in for Nix and Barnes. I'm not sure if we'll see Nix anymore tonight after that technical foul, and she's still not happy with it. Coach Hagen-Joe's having a little conversation with the refs now about that call. But back to the action, Boleros with her first shot on the technical shot and misses the first one. High fives the air as there's no teammates there to give her one since it is a technical foul free throw trip. Boleros shoots her second, will make the second one. And that will give Olivet still the ball with 8:49 to go. Down 14 points. Kelly inbounds it there to, it looks like Pavoni. Pavoni now right side goes over to Boleros. Boleros for three! Off the rim, rebounded by Torrance. But is called on, there's a foul there, is going to be called on, I think, Pavoni. Foul there. Not quite sure when I get it from the official stat book. I will put that out there. But right now, back to the action. Kimberlin. Bolero picks up the foul, apparently. Kimberlin to Anderson. Back to Kimberlin. Inside O'Day. Going for a cross. Cross spins around. Blocked there. And a foul is picked up. That's going to go against Courtney Ballas. That's her second of the game. Team's second. Cross now at the line for two. Cross first shot up and good. 15-point lead now for the Grizzlies. 8:28 to go. Second shot away. Not good. Rebound, but there will be a foul against Bailey Torrance there. She goes down. That's Torrance's third foul of the game. As now, Pavoni with it once again, past half court. Inside to Kelly. Kelly guarded by Cross. Drives in, looks, shoots. Call for traveling there as Torrance goes down. Torrance now to inbound it for Franklin. She'll inbound it over to Kimberlin. Kimberlin across the left side. Now past half court, Kimberlin. Drops back to Shelby Anderson. Anderson back to Kimberlin. For options, goes inside Torrance for the jumper. All three rebounded there by, it looks like O'Day. O'Day back out to Torrance for three. No good there. Anderson will go out though, and it will be all that ball. As it looks like Zoe Zartarga and Rachel Schwartz will be checking back into the game for the Comets with 7:53 to go in this game. 15-point lead for the Grizzlies now. Pavoni once again, now to the right side, guarded by Anderson, goes inside to Schwartz. Schwartz guarded by Cross, goes back over there to Zartarga. Zartarga spins around, shoots, and scores! Timeout, Olivet. And it will be immediate timeout once again. 7:35 to go here in this game, 72-59 Franklin. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. We're back here into the Spurlock Center on Franklin's home opener, as well as their first game of the season against the 1-0 Olivet Comets. Franklin on 72-59 with 7:35 to go in the game. And with the ball as the Comets are playing full court. Libby Baker back on the court. Now she has the ball for Franklin. Baker to Cross. Cross has options, goes back to Baker. Baker, 7:24, she'll go to Torrance. Torrance now over to Bruner. Inside Cross, spins, shoots, scores there for Franklin. Now, Pavoni once again with the ball for the Comets. Inside goes to Schwartz. Schwartz now drives left, goes far side to Bolaris. Bolaris shoots the three. Rebounded there by Bruner as it goes right past the goal. Now goes to Baker. Baker with it, crossed half court. Baker now goes right side to O'Day, back to Cross. Cross drives in, backs up, shoots, and scores once again for Franklin. Pavoni now with the ball again, past half court. Pavoni gets the screen, looking for the pick and roll. Pavoni still with it, fancy jumping there, backs up. Shots away, no good. Then the foul comes in on O'Day as Zartarga took her second shot off of that. That's O'Day's fourth foul, and it will send Zartarga to the line. Fires first shot up and away. Makes it a 16-point lead now for the Grizzlies with under 6.5 to go. So Targa sets up for a second again. Shots away, shot good. 15-point lead now, 6:26 to go. Baker with it. She goes far side to O'Day. Over to Cross. Cross drives in, backs up, shoots, gets blocked there, taken away. And Cross with the foul as she inadvertently hits. Hit Pavoni there as Cece Bailey coming on now for Cross. Pavoni now up to the line to shoot 2 for the Comets. Down 15. Pavoni sets up for her first shot. Shots away, no good off the front of the rim. Pavoni now setting up for a second. Shots away, shot good there for Pavoni. 1 for 2 that trip. 6-13. 14-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Baker fakes right, goes left. Goes over to Bruner. Bruner out to O'Day. Back to Baker. Baker inside to Bruner. Bruner shoots and scores! 16-point lead now once again for the Grizzlies. Pavoni with it left side. She'll go over there to Schwartz. Schwartz looking for option. She'll go over to Ballas. Ballas inside. Shots away. Blocked there by Bailey. And it will go out of bounds as Zartario was looking for the shot and the foul. Bailey, no foul that time. And now Schwartz to inbound it for the Comets. 5:44 to go. Schwartz inbounds. Zartario blocking. Torrance on rebound. Torrance shot up and good. Back to a 14-point lead. Louis Baker back across half court on the right side. Now over to O'Day, who has 4 fouls right now. O'Day over to Torrance. Torrance back to O'Day. O'Day drives left. Inside, Cece Bailey, who shoots and scores! Cece Bailey, 6 for 7 inside the paint and with the double-double. Pavoni now drives right side. Guarded by O'Day. O'Day blocks that pass attempt. Stays there. Inside. Time out. Olivet. And it will be a 30-second timeout for the Comets. Cece Bailey, 6 for 7 inside the paint. Perfect from the line. 14 rebounds. She's having herself a day on the court in this home opener. The 6-foot sophomore from Milan, Indiana, home of the Milan Indians, the inspiration for the Hickory Huskers in the movie Hoosiers. Doing that team proud right now here in the Spurlock Center, home of the Wonder 5 basketball team, the famous basketball team from Franklin who played for both Franklin Community High School and Franklin College. 80-64 to go, 5:05 left in the game. It will be Olivet ball on the inbound. Bolero to inbound it here for the Comets. Bolero now with the ball, whistle blown. We're back underway. She'll go over to Pavoni. Inside to Targus, whose shot goes up and goes in. 14-point lead now for Franklin. Baker over to O'Day. O'Day looking for option. She'll go to Torrance. Torrance drives in right side, shoots and scores! Pavoni now on the right side with the ball. 4:39 to go. Pavoni guarded by She'll go over to Bolaris. Bolaris looking for the three. In and out. Rebounded by Torrance. Torrance with it now. One person beat is Bolaris. Torrance shoots and picks up the blocking foul against Bolaris. Bolero. Torrance to the line now. As it looks like the return of Jenna Loden as well as Destiny Cross once Bailey Torrance is done with her 2 shots. Loden coming in for Baker. Torrance first shot is good. 83-66, 4:22 to go. Torrance once again sets up. Shots away. Shots good as Cece goes down and Cross comes in for Torrance. Cross and Bailey now inside. Torrance coming off with 18 points, 7 for 18 in the paint, 0 for 1, 3.5% from the line with 6 rebounds and 1 assist. Pavoni now with it. She goes far side to Schwartz. Schwartz shots away. Good shot is good. 84-69 now. 4:07 to go. Loden across half court. Has O'Day right side screen from Cross. Loden drives in, shoots, gets fouled, and that foul's going to go against Ballas. Her third team's forced out, send Loud into the line. Also, Bailey Gibson coming in for Cece Bailey. If we don't see Bailey again for the rest of the night, she will once again end with a double-double. Shooting 6 for 7 from field goal, 2 for 2, 14-14 as Loden makes her first shot. Loden now line for the second, 85-69. Shots away, shots good for Loden. 3:56 to go, 86-69. Pavoni across half court. Looking for option, stops, going for Schwartz, but she'll instead go over to Zortarga. Zortarga over to Bolero. Bolero drives to the right side. Stolen there, by O'Day. O'Day drives in, stops, shoots, misses it, rebounded though by Bruner. Goes down, it will be out of bounds. Franklin keeps possession. 3:35 to go in the game. Franklin on the inbound, it will be Loden. Loden has O'Day wide open. Goes for cross, lost there, it will go out, and it will be Olivet ball with 3.5 to go. Pavoni to inbound, correction, it will be Zortarga. Zortarga to Pavoni. Pavoni now coming across half court now, guarded by Bruner. Pavoni looking for Schwartz. Schwartz inside, jumper, shot off the rim, rebounded by Bruner, goes down, and it will be a foul against Zortarga. That's Zortarga's 5th, and she is out of the game. Decker comes in. Zortarga will go off with 10.6 rebounds, close to a double-double. She had one in the last game with 22.16 rebounds. Won't get one tonight. Bruner now to the line for 2. First shot's away off the rim. No good. Bruner now setting up for her second shot. 3:19 to go. First shot up and good. 87-69. 18-point lead for the Grizzlies. Pavoni now with it once again across half court. Guarded by Bruner. Pavoni, left side, goes over to Ballas. Ballas now drives to the right, going for Bellaro. Bellaro 3! Off the rim, rebound there by Bruner. Bruner now goes over to Loden. Loden now goes to the right side, guarded by Ballas. Inside across. Foul there, though, on Schwartz. That will be Schwartz's 5th foul of the game. Schwartz is now out as well. Schwartz will come out of the game. 3 for 7 from inside the paint. 2 for 2 3 beyond the arc, 6 for 8 free throws, 6 rebounds for 14 points. Also very close to double-double, won't get it tonight. Cross now lines up for 2, as it was Maya Kelly coming in for Schwartz. Cross's first shot is no good off the rim. 2 subs coming on for the Grizzlies at the end of this second shot. Looks like it will be Barnes and Doan. Subs in, Barnes and Doan. Doan in for Cross, Barnes in for O'Day. Cross coming off with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And O'Day coming off with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Ballas inside. And it will be a foul against Red 30. That will be against Ballas. That is her 4th foul in this competition. Ballas comes off. Into the game comes Madison Kaufman. Ballas now comes out of the game. No points and 4 fouls. She was 0 for 2 in the paint, 0 for 1 from three-point land. Gibson now goes over to Barnes. Now Loden off the pass from Doan. Loden still. Loden over to Doan. Doan looking inside Gibson. Gibson shoots, misses there. Foul there though by Loden. That will be her 1st foul of the game. That will send Julia Decker to the line for the Comets. Down 19, 2:21 to go. Shots away again, no good there. Rebounded though by no one. It will go out off of Comet hands, and it will be Franklin ball. Loudon now with it. She'll drive across half court. Loudon to Gibson. Gibson far side over to Barnes. Barnes to Anderson. Anderson over to Doan. Back to Gibson. Loudon. Far side. Doan shoots, misses there. Rebound though by Gibson. Gibson gets it, goes over to Barnes. Barnes outside, Shelby Anderson, 3! In there, Shelby Anderson once again. Shelby Anderson, 3 for 6. Shots away, shots good though there by Decker, and picks up the and 1. Foul will be on Barnes. That's her 1st. Subs on for Olivet. Summer Smith and Logan Allen on for Pavoni and Bolero. Shot now for Decker. First one. 20-point lead for Franklin. Rebound by Kelly. Kelly Smith got a shot. Gets fouled. It will be Loudon being called again. Her 2nd. That's her 2nd. Maya Kelly to the line. $1:41 to go. 20-point lead for the Grizzlies. Make that 19 points as Maya Kelly makes her 1st. Kelly is setting up for the 2nd shot. Shots away. Off the rim, rebound there by Barnes. Barnes now on the drive. Left side, looking for options, has Loudon, but goes to Shelby Anderson. Shelby drives in, far side, Gibson. Gibson backs up, goes around, has Loudon. Loudon goes left, now to her left. Doan loses it, shots away, off the rim, rebound there by Kelly. Kelly now inbounds it to Decker. That's to Decker, 1:16 to go. Decker, far side, looking for Allen. Back to Kelly. Thought about a long 3, won't do it. Allen. Fakes left shoulder, the jumper. No good there, rebounded by Smith. Smith shots away, shot is good for Smith. 17-point lead now for Franklin. Loudon over to Barnes. Under a minute to go. Shelby Anderson goes to Gibson. Gibson loses it. And we foul. Gibson picks up the foul. That's Gibson's first. And that will send Decker to the line. Decker now lines up for her first shot in this trip. Shots away, shots good. 16-point lead now for Franklin. Decker, second shot away, also good. 15-point lead now. Loudon now brings the ball across half court. Loudon left, now goes right to Anderson. Anderson drives left, goes to Barnes. Barnes spins around, now over to Doan. To Loudon. Loudon drives in, backs up. Over to Gibson. Under 30. Anderson. Over to Barnes. Barnes back to Doan. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Doan steps back. Goes to Shelby Anderson. Shelby drives in. Steps back, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded there by Allen. Allen drives left on Shelby Anderson on guarding. Allen still goes down to the right side. Allen spins around, backs up, loses it, and it will be jump ball in favor of the Grizzlies with 8.8 to go. Inbound to Loudon. Loudon will just slowly dribble the ball, or not, as we go 3, 2, 1, and that's in the game. Grizzlies win 91-76 against the Comets. Franklin now advances to 1-0 on the season in their first game win. Comets down 1-1. Let's go to the game stats. Franklin 32 for 74 in the paint, 8 for 20 beyond the arc, and 19 for 25 at the stripe. Meanwhile, for Olivet, 21 of 68 in the paint, 6 for 20 from beyond the arc, and 28 for 44 from the line. Franklin had 20 turnovers, but scored 10 points off of turnovers, 54 total rebounds, 35 of them on defense, 19 on offense, 18 assists, 3 blocks, 5 steals, and 32 fouls. Meanwhile, for the Comets, 14 turnovers, 21 points off the turnover, 38 total rebounds, 20 defensive, 18 offensive, 10 assists, 4 blocks, 12 steals, 21 fouls. Franklin outscores Olivet's bench by a lot, 50-22. Outscores them in second chance points, 24-15. And the Grizzlies outscore the Comets 48-30 in points in the paint, but the Comets get them on the fast break, 24-7. Now, on to your 3 stars of the game. First star will go to Olivet's number 10, Brianna Alexander. She was 4 for 16 in the paint, 7 for 11 at the free throw line, 1 rebound, 5 assists, scoring 15. She tied with her teammate Juliet Decker, who went 3 for 12, 9 for 15 in the paint, 9 for 15 beyond at the line, 5 rebounds for also 15 points. Second star of the game goes to Shelby Anderson, who led Franklin in scoring, 5 for 10 from inside the paint, but 4 for 7 beyond the arc. She led the Grizzlies in 3-point shots made today, and she was a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And your one star of the game goes to Cece Bailey, the 6-foot sophomore from Milan, Indiana. She was 6 for 7 in the paint, almost perfect, but she was perfect at the line. 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 fouls, ending with a double-double as she went 14 points, 14 rebounds. Those are your 3 stars of the game. Now on to where Franklin is next game. After this home win in the home opener, they'll be on the road at Center for the Center College Tournament in Danville, Kentucky on the 19th. They'll also still be there on the 20th as they play Oglethorpe in Danville. Then they'll be back home on November 23rd to take on visiting Principia at 6 o'clock. And then after that Principia game begins a 3-game homestands as they also begin their HCAC conference play with a Wednesday, December 1st game against the visiting Pioneers of Transylvania, And Saturday, December 4th game against visiting Defiance. So that's all, folks, from inside the Spurlock Center. Franklin wins 91-76. Thank you for watching Grizzly TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. I'm Brandon Barger saying good night and have a safe and fun weekend.